so bad, she not from here. She from Planet Z. I asked her why you here, yeah. Oh, why you here? She like, boy, come here. Yes, you, yeah, come here. I'm about to show you something that you never seen out here, yeah. This the light show. This is my show. I took you around the world, yeah, I show you my flow. I can show you something that you never seen, yeah. Stack this money up until I start seeing coming.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome, bienvenidos. So if you clicked on this video, I assume you want to learn how to get these brows instantly for about $10. This is just me showing off the final product. Just stay tuned for the rest of the video and you'll see how I got this under $10 in maybe 10-15 minutes-ish. Okay, YouTube. It's Auntie Lonnie. I'm back for my escapade or wherever I've been at, just out here living life. But today we are just going to be doing a very quick get ready with me eyebrow tutorial type thing. Everywhere I go, that's what I always get compliments on first. It's either going to be my hair or my eyebrows. So, and it's all under $10. So we're going to start this off. This is going to be really simple because it's not as hard as it looks. Okay, so everything I get, well, most of the things that I have gotten came out of Walmart as far as like makeup goes. So we are starting off with a washed, exfoliated face. If you've been on my channel for a while, you realize that I am not in my normal venue. I'm not in my room. I'm not home. I'm 1,500 miles away. I'm in Colorado. It is 4:20. I am not high. Oh, this right here, this is Smashbox. I'm just putting on some primer, some Smashbox Primerizer. Just put it, make sure it gets in your eyelid area. Now, primer is not necessary, but like I said, being out here in Colorado, my skin has been really dry, and I didn't even know that was in there, so like when I saw it, I immediately put it on anyway. But you don't necessarily need primer. But first, yeah, start off with a clean, washed face, exfoliated. If you have primer, you want to use primer, you can put it on. If you don't, that's cool too. Alright. Now, starting off, I'm looking at my iPad. It's right in this general area. I know you can't see it because I don't have a mirror. Now, starting off, this is going to be your base. This is what's going to make the eyebrow the eyebrow. Pull this behind my ear. Oh, that one is just not going to go behind my ear, is it? Those two. We'll manage, right? This is the technique right here. Well, first, if you have really thick eyebrows, I don't have really thick eyebrows. These are my natural eyebrows. This is not plucked, not threaded, not waxed, not anything. This is just my regular eyebrow. But the key here, take your pencil after you get it all brushed and even. You want to draw your eyebrow the way you want it to look. And this part throws people off, but that's as simple as I can make it for you. Draw your eyebrow the way you want it to look. And then this one has a smudge cap. I like the smudge cap, but you can also use a brush. And then you blend. And blend. And blend. And blend. Make sure you get a nice, even gradient in the front. Yeah. And still got stuff to blend. Make sure it's one even color. Alright. And that's your base. That's your base. That's what you're working with. Looks good. Then for the other side, and I always tell people your eyebrows should be sisters, not twins. So let me go ahead and take my smudge in and just pull this hair the way I want it to be. I'm going to take the pencil size, same as I did last time, and try to line them up as even as possible. But if it doesn't get there, then that's fine. Uh-oh. I'm using my iPad and my camera as a mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. All right. And this is not the finished product. A lot of people say you can stop right here. No, boo boo, we're gonna keep going. Next, what we're gonna put on is concealer. Now, this is also going to be important. It's just as important as lining up your eyebrows the way we just did. So you take your concealer. This came from Walmart. I want to say it was like $2.84, like the Black Romance eyebrow pencil, or Black Radiance, I think that's what it's called. And then this is just the True Complexion HD Corrector. It's just concealer. I use it up under my eyebrows. And I like it because it has this brush, this tip of this brush. Can you see that? That tip like that? You're going to see what I use that for in a second. So, go ahead and squeeze some out on your hand or your palette, whatever. See, I'm squeezing it. And this is what I really like about this brush. So I could you see how that's all just covered and coated with eye makeup or with concealer? That's going to mess you up if you just put that on there. So once you get it on your hand like that, I like to make it like as if it was really a paintbrush, like to just paint it really flat. So that way it can go on my face really flat and even. And once you get that paint all flat and even to where that brush makes a nice shape while you're painting it or smooth spreading it, then you can go to your eyebrow and go right up under the line that you drew with your eyebrow pencil. And when you're making your concealer line, it is very important for when you get it right up under that brow, make it as straight as possible. That's why I like that brush and doing that method that I did on my hand. It makes it so much easier to make it straight. And once you get that straight line, just take it and complete the conceal. You should have a nice corner right there. You see that corner? That nice corner? Yeah. All right. I can take you there. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other one. And like I said before, sisters, not twins, so don't make those eyebrows looking directly at each other. Same thing. Go up under that brow, up under that line, make it as crisp. Uh-oh, iPad went to sleep. As possible. Crisp as possible. I'm just going to add a little bit more on this one. So that way the color comes out even. Alright. And this is going to be the most important. This is going to be the foundation of your look today. Like, easy, simple. I don't know what color eyeshadow I'm going to be doing today. Usually, the lighter my eyeshadow is, the more concealer I try to put on there. But since this is just a tutorial, and I don't necessarily have anywhere to go today, I'm just creating YouTube content. I put myself together for myself. And then you're going to blend in that space up under your eyebrow. Now, I normally, yes, would do this with a brush, but I am on vacation, forgot. I only brought a bag of makeup, so I'm working out of this bag of makeup. Okay. And what's in there is just usually, you know, like eyebrow pencil, eyeliner, the concealer. All right. Yes. Blend that out a little bit. And this isn't going to be a tutorial where I do like the top of my brows because I don't do that anyway. I think my one concealer color blends in with my face enough to where I don't have to do that. But that's not something I've ever really done anyway. Not going to teach you what I don't know. All right. And now you have eyebrows. Eyebrows. Ooh. Get back in and get a nice zoom. Make sure your blend is on point. Eyebrows. Eyebrows. Okay. Now, normally, this will be the part where I'll put my contacts in. But once again, me and my poor planning, I didn't bring any glasses. I only have 2 pairs of contacts, and it's Tuesday. I'm flying out on Friday, and so on Friday I need to make sure I have a fresh pair of contacts. So I was like, okay, today if I can spare the contacts, I'm going to spare the contacts. So I'm sparing the contacts today. But if you do have on contacts and you put them in, wash your hands, put them in right now. That'll be a great time. Mary, put them in before. I don't put them in before. I don't know why. Okay, now what color are we using? This is the Element of Surprise palette by ColourPop. I've had this palette for a while. It's not really used. I think we should go with this like lavendery purplish type thing here. Why not, right? And this, I'm not going to do any cut crease or anything special. I'm just going to apply to the eye. Apply to the eye. A nice even spread. Now, I used to not do a lot of eyeshadow, but now I'm getting more into like colors and stuff. Like normally, if you can see on this palette, I would only use like this gold nude color. Now I wear things like reds and pinks, and I have a different palette at home. It's bigger, but this is the one I just brought with me because I was traveling. And the ColourPop, like the pigment's really good. It's easy to spread out. But also, I'm gonna say that makeup isn't something like the more money you spend on it, the better you are at it. Makeup is a skill. You learn how to work with like people's facial shapes, like their eye shapes and stuff like that, and their eyebrows. And then you should be able to like look at products and say like, okay, this product's gonna be, the pigment's not gonna be dark enough, or the pigment's gonna be too dark. And then sometimes that goes on people's skin types too. Like a pigment could be perfect on somebody who has like moisturized skin than like somebody who like me whose skin gets dry a lot. Like no, I'm gonna need a lot of pigment, maybe some moisturizer in there. So yeah, makeup is a skill. It doesn't matter if you spend money on, doesn't matter if you spend $70 on eyeshadow palettes or $7 on eyeshadow palettes. If you know how to do makeup, you're gonna know how to do makeup. So just putting that out there. If anybody wants to do makeup, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg on it. Cause girl, I go on Sephora probably like, I don't know, once a month, and I have never purchased anything out of Sephora. $40 for a bottle of foundation? Yeah. I don't even wear foundation. Closest I'm gonna get to foundation is the concealer that's on my eyes. I did want some foundation, but I wanted that Rihanna, that Fenty Beauty one, and I just didn't have the $44 to pay for foundation at the time, and I haven't been back in there, and then I'm still like not really a big foundation wearer, so I don't know if I would invest $40 in some foundation, because one thing, I'm like really huggy and cuddly, and that's just like really, it makes you really self-conscious, worrying about like, is my face gonna rub off on this person's shirt? So I usually try to do the eyes, and everything else is me. So grateful for clear skin, because a lot of people ask me if I want a full face of makeup. I'm like, no girl, I got no concealer up under my eyebrows though. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we have our eyelashes. These are just some regular eyelashes. I picked these up from Walmart. They're pretty cute. They get the job done. They're not my AliExpress lashes, but they get the job done. And one important hack for lashes is if you had on lashes the day before or 2 days before, you're going to have a little bit of eyelash glue buildup on them. So what you do is you just take your finger. This one doesn't have a lot on it because I've only worn them one day. They're still pretty new, actually. I haven't worn them that much. But you just take it and you just peel that eyelash glue from yesterday back off. I know I see a whole lot of like TikTok hacks of like boiling them in water and alcohol. Like, you don't even gotta do that because your eyelashes are probably gonna get messed up. Soaking them in water, they don't get back fluffy the way they used to be. This one has some gunk on it I can take off. And it should just peel off. Just pull the glue from the weft of the eyelash. And it's just that simple. Just going to be pulling the glue from the weft. Pulling the glue from the weft. And so before we apply our eyeliner, we are going to apply the glue to the eyelash because we don't stick on our eyelashes while they're still wet. You wait for them to get a little tacky because we like our little eyelashes a little tacky. And I put a generous amount of glue on there. By generous, I don't mean globbing it up, just a nice light layer of glue. That's enough for it to stick to your eyeball. Well, they'll sit there for a second. And while we let that sit there, we're going to take our magic eyeliner. This is Black Radiance. Again, it came from Walmart, probably $2 or $3. And eyeliner is also something that's optional when you're doing your makeup, but I don't think the look is complete without eyeliner. Especially like if you ever like looked up under somebody's eyelashes, you can see their waterline. And it's like that space from their eyelash and their waterline. So I just like to use that. Make sure you cover that problem. Make sure your eyes look a little bit bigger. Makes them pop more. Eyeliner, even without the eyelash, does that. Just makes your eyes pop more. See that one eyeball? This one eyeball looks so much smaller than that one. Also, depending on the lash, depends on how heavy your eyeliner needs to be or should be. A thin lash, probably like one strip of like eyeliner, if that makes sense. Then a thicker lash, like that one that I have, with like a thicker weft. Maybe a thicker layer of eyeliner. A nice thick eyeliner. And so since I applied that pretty fast, now I'm going to take my bottom liner. And this is CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus in Blue Cobalt. I don't know why I was staring at it. I didn't realize what it was. A friend bought me this the other day. And we're just going to go under our bottom liner. This is Cobalt Blue. And I know it might be a little outdated, but then like once I tried it, I just could not put it down. Like I was like, that looks good. Looks good. Like, the blue eyeliner is not as noticeable as you think it would be. But then, like, people who do notice it, they're like, oh, wow. Is that blue eyeliner? Oh, wow. And it's really subtle. I like that. So now we take our eyelashes up. And it didn't take me long to put the eyeliner on, so I'm gonna just fan these through the air for a second. Make sure they're nice and tacky. And this one is a right eye. The longest lashes are to the right. And when you're sticking these on, it's all about submission and dominance. You have to tell these lashes that this is your face and you are not going to go on my face any kind of way. And I also use like my eyeball to like see the lash and see if it's connected on. And make sure it's on and done. And now for this one. Do the same thing. Stick that glue right where you stuck that, right where you drew that eyeliner at. Stick that glue. That glue stick, that glue strip, stick it to that eyeliner. And like I said, force it into submission and so it sticks by itself. Alright. And I'm looking for some lip gloss for the final look, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna get my hands on any. And there should be some right here. Let me just put some more. I'll just use some Vaseline. And then you finish off with some Vaseline or some lip gloss. And put your bangs back down. Alright. And you're done. And that's how you get the look. The look. See that in the sunlight? Blink, blink.